And now for our disclaimer. As we transition to the next portion of this informative webinar, I would like to share this disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the guest panelists and or presenters do not reflect the views or opinions of the Delta Research and Educational Foundation. Drug research matters for all of us, the NIH All of Us Research Program, or any of these affiliates. Tonight, we are discussing precision nutrition while being introduced to a healthy twist on holiday traditions with Chef Selena Greene. Precision nutrition may sound like a new fad diet, but it's actually a credible and emerging area of research supported by the National Institutes of Health under the umbrella of precision medicine. We talked a lot about the All of Us Foundation tonight and precision medicine, and in January, the NIH will be rolling out precision nutrition as another layer of their strategic plan. How often are we tempted to follow a flashy diet that a celebrity or firm promoted in helping them lose 20 pounds or cure diabetes? The concept of nutrition, precision nutrition, would discourage this practice, as our individual blueprint might require a unique dietary plan to be successful. This is what precision medicine means. Precision nutrition evaluates one's DNA, microbiomes, and metabolic response to specific foods or dietary patterns to determine the most effective eating plan to prevent or treat disease. If you didn't take anything else from tonight's presentation, we want you to take away with you the importance of precision medicine. There was one video where the lady said, if we don't get involved in biomedical research in the beginning, we'll end up being prescribed medications that were made for someone else. So that's what this is all about, encouraging you all to get involved early on in this effort, in this initiative, so that when we get older, when we need to be prescribed these medicines, we can have confidence that this is a medication that is being prescribed to me that will benefit me based on my DNA and my unique microbiomes. So that's why we encourage you to learn as much as you can about the All of Us initiative and to join us in this new journey. Tonight's distinguished guest, Chef Selena Greene, is a personal chef and caterer. She graduated the Art Institute of Atlanta Culinary Arts of School in 2014. Selena is also a master at arms in the Navy Reserves, developing leadership planning and problem solving skills during her 11 years of service. She opened Island Personal Chef in 2018 and soon gained the attention of the local chaîne de restaurants, did I say it correctly? President, Dr. Rossin Griffin. And she has been preparing course dinners for that group for over a year. They appreciated her skill and dedication to the craft so much that they invited her to join. Chaîne de Restaurants is an international association of gastronomy established in over 800 countries. It highlights the values of quality food, fine dining, and the encouragement of the culinary arts. I'm delighted to introduce to you the culinary stylings of Chef Selena Greene.
Hello. Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks so much, Keisha, for the wonderful introduction. Can you guys see me?
Yes, and you are spotlight. You are on the spotlight, so you have the stage.
Okay. Well, Lakeisha invited. We're cousins, first of all. If everybody doesn't know. And Lakeisha invited me to share a meal with you guys. And so here I am. Today, we're going to do a Cornish hen with a garlic and a garlic citrus marinade. So it is on a healthier side because, I have some vegetables to go along with it as well. But I want to get started because I don't want to hold you guys up. So the first thing that we'll do is actually put the hen in a marinade. So we're going to start with olive oil, lemon juice, orange juice, a little honey, garlic, and this is a marinade. So the marinade is going to sit about 20 minutes. We'll put a little bit of salt. My mixture of salt is a Himalayan pink salt and kosher salt. Okay, so I'm going to also put a little dill and a little dried thyme. So I'll just mix that up a little bit. And what we'll do is let this sit 20 minutes. We're not going to let it sit 20 minutes, y'all, trust me. And we'll put it in the oven. We'll make the oven about 425. Here we go. And also, I didn't want to forget, I also add a little bit of garlic. Can you see me? Yes. Sorry, guys. I got my daughter on the other end. So we also put a little bit. Okay. We also put a little bit of garlic on the inside, guys. Then I'll add a little. What I do also have is a mixture of these seasonings, which is garlic, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne, Himalayan salt, pepper, ground thyme, curry powder, turmeric, and paprika. I also put in there as well. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to keep asking her if you can see it. So this is the finished product of my Cornish hen. I've also included some very healthy green beans that I got from our farmers market, and I have a mixture of yams and carrots. So what I did with the yams and carrots, all I did was I peeled them, put them in the oven with a little bit of water, and I took them out, and then I mashed them. The carrot and the yams have a natural sweetener, so I don't put any extra sweetener in it. All I do is put a little bit of salt to enhance the flavor of the yam and the carrot mixture. This is a very healthy version of a Christmas meal, a date night, even a family meal, because this here can go 4 ways. Also one more thing. I made some salsa, homemade salsa. You can also add to that as well, just to give it a little pop.
What's in the salsa?
So the salsa has mango, it has red onions, it has red bell pepper. It has a little bit of lemon juice, and it has orange red bell pepper as well, and a little salt and pepper. That's it. Plain and simple. It's easy to make salsa. Even, if y'all living down in Miami, y'all have access to lots of mangoes. You can make a mango salsa with just a lot of mangoes and a little bit of onions or something.
I know Alicia Bethel wanted to know, why do you place the garlic inside the hen?
So it gives it extra flavor. So what happens when you're cooking a hen, if you're cooking a lot of different meats, you want to build flavors. So this is why I use a lot of different seasonings and a little bit of salt, because you use those seasonings and you build flavor. So say you're sitting at a table and you have people over, and they're like, oh, well, what's this taste? All you have to say is, look, I built all of my flavors. So it's just a matter of building flavors and making everything look and taste good. So it doesn't have just one note.
Okay, and another, Ms. Halton wanted to know, do you have to boil them all together before mashing them?
Well, I don't boil, I put them in the oven.
Okay.
So I actually did put them both in the oven in the same pan together. And I cooked it, I baked it probably on 400, maybe 30 minutes. But you just have to be careful when you're cooking the bacon, the potato, the yam, and the carrot in the oven. Make sure you have enough water.
Okay.
If you have enough water, they'll get crispy on the outside. That's what I did earlier. I was doing too much, and I made them a little crispy on the outside. But all you do, if you do that, you peel it away, and then you still have a very soft inside.
Okay. For some of our participants, we don't know the difference between a Cornish hen and regular chicken. So can you
a Cornish hen is actually a smaller version of a chicken. It's not a baby chicken. So it has more tender meat in it. It actually has more proteins and it has amino acids, and it has a lot of different vitamins that actually helps and not hurt.
Okay, and just as far as procedures, so is there a particular oil that you like to use? And also, a lot of us now, we're trying to be healthier. So another question posed was, is there a substitute for salt?
Well, that's why I said build on your flavors.
Okay.
So I use a lot of fresh herbs. This is some parsley. I use a lot of dill as well. We got some fresh dill. And so you can, if you have something that you just want to go buy from the store, go get some Mrs. Dash.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, you can make your own seasoning without salt. But if you build on those flavors, you really don't have to use salt.
Okay. And roughly, because we love step-by-step recipes, about how much time in the oven they want to know?
Yep. So in the oven, probably about 30 to 40 minutes for this size hen. So you would just put it in a little roasting pan, put a little bit of water in it, cover it up with some foil. Okay.
Okay.
So you bake it maybe halfway through, you check on it, take the foil off, and you want to make sure that the temperature reaches 165 when it's coming out. So, or you get a nice crispy skin on it and it's running clear. There's no red coming out of it when you're taking it out of the oven. So that's how you know it's going to be ready. So yeah, you take the foil off and put it back in the oven. Maybe another 20 minutes and it should be done.
Okay, we have another participant who's watching their portion. So with regards to the hen, and I know hen sizes vary, but for example, the hen you have, is that considered one portion or is that good to eat or half?
This is actually 4 portions.
4 portions.
It can be 4, yes.
So Imani, that is 4 portions.
Yes, this is 4. This is a whole hen right here. This is 2 sides.
This is some greedy because I thought, okay, so 4 portions.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
And this is one hen.
Okay.
Yeah. And depends on how you eat. If you have little kids, little kids don't eat much. So, you can spread this out real well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I know Lakeisha posted the recipe in there, and then we can make adjustments based on what you've just expressed.
Absolutely, yes. Make adjustments as you feel, because you may want to, have it a little bit more spicier. You may want to eliminate some of these other things. But like I said, if you build on your flavors, you'll have a wonderful outcome.
Okay, and I noticed that you do have green beans there. We did have a question about the green beans. How do you explain the process of green beans? Because I know green beans can be tricky if they're not cooked just right. So
so that's a good question. So what I did, what is how I make my green beans.
Okay.
I put some water on the stove. I bring it to a boil, and then I throw, these are fresh green beans now, and then I put them in that water. I let it boil about 2 or 3 minutes on boil. Wrap it boil. I take them out, I put them in an ice bath so it doesn't overcook. You put it in an ice bath, and then I take it out and I serve it. I didn't even put any, in it. I think I put salt in the water a little bit, but that's all you need to do really with green beans. You want to keep them healthy, and you want to keep them in the state that they came, that should be the process you use.
Okay, and some of us are a little stickler. So I know you mentioned Mrs. Dash as a substitute.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Serenity wanted to know, do you like the yellow Mrs. Dash or the blue top? Or does
I like
it
the
matter?
yellow one.
Yellow. Okay, so
Yeah,
yellow. Okay,
it's more
perfect.
herby.
Gotcha. Okay,
I
and
like
now
the yellow one.
some people also want to know about substitutes. Can you substitute salmon? Or I think somebody said, so no turkey, smoked turkey meat or bone in it
For what?
for what you're doing. So I guess instead of the Cornish
Oh,
hen.
yeah, absolutely. So I'll tell you something. Tonight I was going to do salmon, but I
Okay.
changed my mind. So this is basically what I would have done with me. I probably wouldn't have put any time in the salmon, but
Okay.
basically everything here, yes, you can do with salmon. You can do with regular chicken. You can do with
Okay.
any other fish. This is like a go-to for a lot of different proteins.
Okay. And Daisha wants to know, because you know how we are, we love to season, especially like with greens and other vegetables.
Yes.
We love to add meat. So with
Yes.
regards to your green beans, no smoked turkey meat or bone in it. Just we're gonna follow it just the way you have it with the green
If you
beans.
want to stay, if you want it on a healthier side. Now, Christmas is coming up,
Okay.
Thanksgiving's coming up. We're gonna add some meat to the green
Okay.
beans now.
Okay.
We're gonna eat now. We're gonna, maybe after, you know how we are. We're gonna look at
January
that
1st.
lunch. Yes, then but this is something you can do it didn't take long to cook this.
Okay.
At
About
all.
roughly how long between prep and getting it out? How long do you think?
So my prep, it probably took me 15 minutes to prep. And then, it takes about 20 minutes to get a marinade on it, to marinate it real good. Now, if you want it marinated longer, you can. Absolutely.
Okay.
But overall, I'm going to say maybe an hour.
Okay.
A little over an hour,
Okay, so it's
how
doable.
you want your,
It's doable. It's not too long.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. And you can prep a lot of this stuff in advance. Say, you want to have a meal, a good meal on Friday, even on Thursday. Thursday, your day off. Go to the grocery store on Wednesday. Get you some chicken or some chicken or whatever. Go ahead and do your marinade. Throw that in a bag. Put it in the refrigerator. And then the next day, all you have to do is pop it in the oven.
Okay, we have another question. Now, we live in the age of trying to get things done before we go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a possible way to tweak this and cook it in a crock pot? Someone wants to know.
Girl, yes.
Put it okay.
I can't believe tomorrow's Thursday.
So for the crock pot, what would be the difference?
The difference is if you cook in a crock pot and you want to leave it and forget it, you're going to turn it into a stew.
Okay.
So, if you want to keep it in a state like this, it's something you're going to have to watch in the oven.
Okay.
As far as the Cornish hen is concerned. Now, Understood. If you want to do a regular chicken in a crock pot, you even in that case, if you want to leave it and forget it, it's still going to turn into, something else. So, okay. You just have to watch it if you want to keep it in a state like this. Okay. But if you want to have a little stew or whatever, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Can you review for us just quickly, because I know you said we can pre-prep. Can you review the marinated seasonings?
I sure can. So olive oil, lemon juice or lime juice, fresh chopped garlic, orange juice,
okay,
honey, fresh dill. You can use fresh or dry thyme or fresh or dry dill as well. Just depends on what you have. A little bit of salt and pepper. And then I try to put a little seasoning on it as well when I do the marinade.
Okay. And we see these beautiful containers. So roughly, you know how we are. I know real cooks don't measure out, but is that like half a cup, a cup?
Okay. So on a whole Cornish, excuse me, y'all, whole Cornish hen. So with the oil, the lime juice, and the orange juice, It'll probably be like a half a cup to a cup. Just depends on your preference now, really.
Gotcha.
How you want your marinade. Like I
Mhm.
said, you can tweak this how you want it. You may want your marinade to have a little more lemon taste or a little more orange taste, you know? So it just really depends. You can make your own marinade, but about a half a cup to a cup for the oil, the lemon juice, maybe 4 garlic cloves.
Okay.
For the garlic, a couple tablespoons of honey, and I would say maybe a couple tablespoons of the dill and the thyme.
Okay, perfect.
So with thyme and the dill, if you get fresh, very good. If you have dried thyme and dill is much stronger than the fresh dill. So use that the dried herbs sparingly.
Okay, thank you. You've been wonderful. I think we have one final question. That question is, since the flavors are layered when cooking healthy or not, can your family tell the difference in cooking? I think that's our issue. You know how sometimes it's like the misconception is healthy cooking is not good. This looks delicious. So do you think the family will be able to tell the difference?
Girl, no. They gonna eat it. It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
No, they won't tell. They're gonna know that it's different in a good way.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's give her a hand.
Thank you, guys.
Some hearts, some hand claps, some emojis, some thank yous in the chat. That was
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you all were blowing up the chat with those questions, and I loved it. Even with Janine calling us out. Just calling us out.
No.
Let me share my screen one more time. And again, for those of you, you all see my screen, right? Okay. And for those of you that whether this is your first time or you've been with us since last year, this is the home team, the Draft Miami team. We have Miss Alicia Bethel, Dashua Irvin, Janine, Brian Adderley, Kimberly Douglas, Margaret Williams, Serenity Roscoe, Tamia Spells, and Zahira Calloway. Is Reverend Dr. Dawson on the screen, Janine or Alicia?
Yes, ma'am, she is.
You see her?
I see her.
And I want to introduce you all to her. Not that she needs much of an introduction, but she is our community coordinator, and we would like to allow her to have some words if she is available. Is she available?
I'm available.
Okay.
Good evening again, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. Again, I am Reverend Dr. K. Williams Dawson, the Community Engagement Coordinator for Draft Research Matters for All of Us initiative. And on behalf of our Executive Director, Mrs. Cheryl Thomas, our Program Director, Dr. Alicia Russey, and the entire Research Matters team, we thank you for joining all of us on tonight. And for many of you, you have been joining for a while now as we talk about the critical issues that concern our community as it pertains to our health, whether that's healthy eating, whether it's been diabetes, breast cancer. Next month, it's going to be maternal health and women's health. And so we want to thank you for being a part of what we're doing. We want to thank you for helping us to get the word out about precision medicine. It is so important. My church is one of the partners, community partners tonight, and we absolutely believe in precision medicine, and many of us are, we've already joined, all of us, and we are participants in the survey so that we can know what's going on in our community with our bodies, with our health, and so that we can impact what happens in terms of medical development. And so I want to say thank you to all of you tonight, to our Miami Citywide Coordinator, Ms. Lakeisha Morris Moreau, her team of volunteers, to our HPO, the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine, to CMB Visions Unlimited, another one of our featured partners. And I know the CEO is on the Zoom tonight with us. We want to thank you. And of course, to our executive chef and owner of Island Personal Chefs, we thank you. I love Cornish hen. I cook it often, but I am now going to try this particular recipe and see what my family says about it. This was a great presentation tonight. We thank you. I would ask that all of you that are on tonight, please follow us on all of our social media platforms. And as you follow us, like, share, comment, because we want to expand our reach in reaching 1 million people across the United States to build a diverse database as it pertains to our health. Again, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you next month. And I'll turn it back over to Ms. Morris Moreau.